Hi, little reintroduction. My name is Celeste Kirby. I live in an assisted living because I have multiple sclerosis, fibromyalgia, sciatica, scoliosis, endometriosis. It's good list. Anyway, okay, so I've been doing these YouTube videos to keep me from going totally insane. And I don't know. Maybe I've gone back. I've seen the gates of hell through insanity, the lens of insanity. I'd rather not go back there. So I think that it's working. In one episode, it's called I'm Not Adopted, I mentioned how this lady was super mad at me for not admitting that I was adopted. Because I'm not. I used to say things like, I wish I were adopted, and my real parents were millionaires and they were out looking for me. Okay, I'm not adopted, and I look exactly like my father, and there are some pictures in which I look exactly like my mother. I look exactly like my great aunt on my mother's side. I am not adopted. I am actually naturally blonde. Very, very, very blonde. Okay, so my grandfather lived with us from the time I was 4 until the time I was 17. And we became pretty good friends. He was born in 1907. So I'm the youngest of the youngest. I have old parents, old grandparents, it's as if I were raised by other people my age. When I talk about my parents, I'm like, think if your grandparents raised you. And they're like, oh, yeah, so that's how much everything was taboo, like most topics of conversation, and that's how strict things were. So I have cousins who have children my age. So literally, my grandfather could be my great grandfather, or could have been. He's obviously dead now, but we became really good friends, and we used to talk all the time. Just sit on the porch and eat ice cream and watch sunsets and talk. And I miss him. I loved him so much. And I didn't know that there were so many stories he told me that he didn't tell other people. And it's not that he didn't tell other people, it's that no one else sat on the porch and watched the sunset and ate ice cream with him. And I had the luck of living with him for 13 years of my growing up, which is quite a significant amount of time. Well, he told me one time that his father left him when he was little, and his mother remarried, and his biological name is not actually Kirby. His bio name is Doherty, but he chose the name of the man who loved him instead of the man who left him. And I had forgotten about that conversation until recently. I was telling a friend how well I pull off red and wondered if I had any Irish in me, and then I was like, well, this is actually my grandfather's bio name. And the friend said, yeah, that's Irish. And I was like, I didn't know that Doherty was Irish, but I guess if I thought about it, I don't know. I never thought about it, to be honest. And I had completely forgotten. I mean, he's been dead 20 years now. I'd completely forgotten about this conversation. So I just put it on Facebook. Hey, Kirby cousins, just in case this interests any of you. And one Kirby had a like, and one cousin was like, well, we're Kirbys. That's the name Grandpa chose. That's how he wanted it. And I kind of wonder if I gave my cousins an identity crisis. Sorry, guys. I just think it's fascinating that our bio name would be Doherty, but Grandpa chose the name of the man who loved him, not the name of the man who left him. And that's what I would have done. He chose the better man. And I don't know if that's why or what, but we have good men in our family. Like, all of them. So, anyway, I think I might have just given my cousins an identity crisis. Sorry, guys.